This is map drawing 12A, the Isle of Britain. Now before you start this drawing, you'll need to go into the book and look at the cartoon drawing on the page that says map drawing 12A. And you need to see the little cartoon. It's got a penguin on the bottom, and then a little egg and an ice cube and a little funny creature and a rooster on the top. So you need to look at that little cartoon so that you have those creatures in your mind, so when we go to draw them on the paper here, you'll know what we're trying to draw. Start by making sure your paper is going this way, and come to this bottom corner here and draw a longish oval. The oval should be tipped a little bit, about that angle. Something like that. And this is going to be the body of the penguin. All these critters are riding on this penguin's back. And we'll give them a little head here. Leave a little space and then draw a circle. And then we'll draw in a little flipper thing right here. Alright, and then you can kind of give him a little neck there. And he's got a long nose, because this is not an ordinary penguin, this is a mutant penguin. And it has a long skinny nose, and it looks like sort of an elephant. You know how elephants have those little fingers on the end of its nose? It kind of looks like it has little elephant fingers on the end of its nose there. Okay, the next step is to draw a guideline. Draw a line through the penguin like this, like he's skewered. Penguin shish kebab. And if you need to use your ruler, you can, but you don't need to. And then we're going to draw a line that's going up right about from this flipper right here. Going straight up. This is going to be at a right angle. Now, if you are really nervous about getting these two perpendicular, this is called perpendicular. Line here, and the line that's going straight down into it like that. If you're a little bit nervous about drawing a perpendicular line, you can always fall back on your protractor, line it up, put a mark at the 90, and connect the dots. You don't have to do that, but if it's a big help, you can do it. Okay, now the next thing you want to draw is the ice cube that is sitting on the penguin's back. Now ice cubes are approximately square. So we're going to pretend this ice cube is sort of like a bead that's being strung onto this string here. The bead goes right down the middle. And I'm going to draw this is why we make guidelines. I'm looking at an outline while I'm drawing, and I'm seeing that I think I want to make my oval a little bit longer. The back of the penguin should come out further than the ice cube. They shouldn't be even. This should come out further like that. Okay. Alright, there's the ice cube. Either that, or I can move my line, my guideline in a little bit. Okay, now we're going to make the egg that is sitting on the shoulder of the penguin. The egg cannot touch the head. It touches the ice cube and it touches the shoulder of the penguin, but it does not touch the head. Draw real lightly. And it shouldn't go above the top of the ice cube. It stays down like that. And then it's got a little head here. A little penguin head sticking out. And then a little foot. And it's very funny, if you look at an actual map and you look at the shape, you'll say, wow, it looks like a little penguin head hatching out of an egg. Okay, now we're ready for the hardest parts. This kind of wolf, dragonish thing here. It looks like it's a mammal. It's a furry mammal, but it kind of has like fangs, and it's maybe kind of a werewolf kind of thing. Start out by drawing the lower part of its neck like this. Start at the top of the ice cube right on the line and kind of draw, looks like half a teardrop or something going out. And then this is where the head is going to be. We're going to make a couple little wavy lines and then those little fangy things. And then when you come up to the guideline, the ear should be sitting right on this side of the line. That's where the ear goes. Okay, and then there's the back of the head like this. And it kind of bulges out, goes in a little bit, and then comes in and back out like that. There's a little inlet right there. And the last thing is the rooster. You want to start right here where the ear touches the guideline, and we're going to make the bottom part of the beak first. Now it's got to go just over the top of the ear. Just barely over the top like this. Make it nice and pointy. And come back, don't come all the way back to the guideline, but almost. And then the top one. And I'll make this a little bit bumpy. Just a little bit. Okay, then we're ready for the main part of the head, which is going to go up like this, kind of a football shape, sort of. Like that. Right, and then you can compare, if you draw a line down from here, it should be, well, about where this penguin comes to. It's a little bit shorter, but something like that. Maybe I'll make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, it's about good. Okay, now we're going to add the comb. Going to come straight out like that. And then it's going to be, you know how combs are really wiggly. This one is super wiggly. Over the top. And kind of down like that. Okay, now remember, those are just guidelines. Let's draw our real line in pen. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go around the back side of the penguin, down and do the flipper, neck, the head, along here with this little, come in. Make sure the egg does not touch the head, because this is very important. This is the little inlet of water that the city of Bristol sits on right back there. It's the important port city of Bristol. Little head. Up around the ear. And then the beak. And this really wiggly comb. It's got more wiggles than an actual rooster's comb would, but. And down this side. Okay, now we're done with the guidelines. Once you erase your guidelines, it'll look a little bit less like a stack of animals. A little bit more like the shape of Britain. I guarantee you will never look at Britain the same way ever again. When you look at it now, you're just going to break out laughing because you're going to see the stack of animals. People are wondering why you're laughing at a map, and then you'll have to try to explain about the mutant penguin. Okay. Now, if you'd like to add a couple little islands, there's one right here. If you don't want to, that's okay, but you can add this one. There's one right above his head, chick's head there. One right in here. And there's a couple that are kind of look like they're falling off the beak of the rooster. And also there's a little tiny islands that go off the coast here. And there's a few more little ones, but we're just worrying about the large stuff right now. Okay, let's do a little bit of labeling. The island is split into 3 political divisions, and one of the political lines, this is an imaginary line, goes right across the neck of this werewolf kind of thing here. It's like it has a collar on. And the other one is right at the back of the egg, and it's really curvy like this. This section of the island is England. The egg is Wales, W-A-L-E-S. And the rooster head and the head of this critter up here are Scotland. And we're just going to put 3 cities on. London, which is right about here, right above the flipper, which is the largest city on the island. And over here we're going to put on Bristol. Since it came into our story, we're going to put Bristol on. And up here in Scotland, we're going to label the large capital city of Glasgow. G-L-A-S-G-O-W. Now you may know of a lot more places that you'd like to label on here, a lot more cities, and you're welcome to do so, but that's all I'm going to label on my map.